Hello guys, it's Sunday morning, it's almost 8:30 and I'm still on this side. One day last weekend and two this weekend I've been fighting with this door, and I finally come to the conclusion that, well, I did it again. I had that all body filled and took it all lock off. Been trying to get that line down here, which is pretty good now. Still needs, you see a little black mark there. That's where I got to bring it up to. I've made a round sanding block out of a piece of pipe, piece of PVC, I think it is. I got a plastic pipe anyways for something. Anyways, I've been using that up in there, all along there. I made it 2 feet long so I could keep it nice and straight. But my big problem was trying to get this straight. As you can see up here, there's no body fill, but the straight edge will rock. And coming off the door onto the quarter, I got a nice straight gap there, like Terry mentioned about getting the door out a little bit further than the quarter so that the road debris kind of deflects off and doesn't hit the edge. And up here I got the same thing. Fender's out a little, but the door is in quite a little bit. So, but what I notice is my straight edge rocks. So I've been trying to get this bulge out of the door, which I think is virtually impossible for me to do unless I bridge that. And what I don't want is a great big thick edge here. I can't pound it out anymore. It's going to start kinking on me. So that's what I've been fighting with. Scratching my head, whatnot. Sanding with every block I got, trying to get it. I actually dug this one out, which I never thought I'd use again, but I use it a lot for getting this curve this way, which works really good. I can sand that with the long block, and then I rub my hand down and I get little edges, like you can feel little edges. I take this over it a few times and it kind of just smooths it right out nicely. In between doing that and trying to figure out just what to do there, I've been working back here a little bit. I had some cracks. This was the first panel that I fixed, and I had to beat this down to get the trunk lid to fit right, so I ended up with a crack right here, so I repaired that. Had some pinholes down in here, I repaired those. So I'm just getting this ready too, because I can stand up to do this in a comfortable position versus there just kind of, wow, you only get half an hour of work and you gotta move, or I gotta move because I'm all kinked up and everything. So when I look down the side of this car, it's straight. It looks straight. So that's what I've been doing. That's really been fighting me. And also I've been getting parts ready to get painted. I got the inner box out, a heater box, battery tray that I repaired. I haven't ground yet, but I'm going to do that one up. I have one good one in the car, but I want to do up a really nice smooth one. The one in the car was, I think I just used some old single stage paint that I had here, trim clad or something, but I want to spray that with a good paint and spray that in these, my wiper apparatus and a little bracket there, which I'm going to prime but not paint because I'm not sure. That's for the engine, throttle cable and passing gear cable for the transmission. the one in the car is broken, and that's a good one, so I'm gonna do that up. And I got my heater controls out, which were kind of seized up. They're dusty there now, but I got them working really good. Let me see if I can move this other one, but there it goes. They move really freely now. But what I'm going to do is put a little grease in here on these controls slides so that they work really good, because I remember these back in the day, and they had a tendency to break if you didn't keep them lubed up. So I got the cables I run oil down inside the cables, let it run down and run out the other side, and these are all in great shape. So I was happy that I salvaged this. So I'll clean that up some more before I put it back in the car. I think the heater core is okay. I'll just clean it off a little, run some water through it, maybe do a pressure test. And here's the little piece of plenum that goes on that there. So just want to clean everything up and make it look good. So, and I had to get it out from under the dash because I want to do some painting up in there. And yeah, I'm on my 3rd gallon of bondo, and I know 2 gallons of it is on the floor, has been on the floor, swept up, thrown out. But like I said, I come to the realization I'm not going to get this perfectly flat down the side. I think it's got to be straight down the side, but where it meets the doors and fenders, everything seems to have a little dip in it, and I think that's normal. And the reason I came to that conclusion was because I didn't know. Trixie, they're eating some grass, which has been really cold and wet here. Grass needs mowed, which I think it might get there today. It's cool right now, but Sherry's over there digging in the ground, so can't be too cold, but you can see her breath. But anyways, came to the conclusion because, well, the CRV is black and it's straight. It looks really straight. So what I've done, excuse the dirt, I put my straight edge on these doors, and lo and behold, they rock. Not rock. My straight edge. You can see gap, big gap. But when I look down the car, she's straight. So the old Toyota, same thing. Big rocking issue going on there. The old truck. Rocking. So I think I've been beating a dead horse here. Oh, it's one of the wheels that's going on the car. Once I get it cleaned up, they're in pretty good shape. They're old. They get a few digs in them, but they're gonna look alright. That's one there I just wiped off, and there's what they look like before I wiped them off. So I think with a little cleaning, those are gonna look alright. The new tires. So anyways, I think I'm closer than what I thought. So I gotta work back there, get that rounded a little bit, because there's a little flat there where the changing color of the bondo is. So I think I just gotta start getting things good this way, so there's no little ripples, which it's good. It's really good. this was just bugging me because the ends are curled in on the doors, and I was wondering how you guys were doing your parts off the vehicle and trying to get it straight, because I can't do it. I just couldn't do it. So that's why I left them on the car. So anyways, it's early in the morning, so I'm gonna get as much done as I can here today. I have tomorrow off, so I can go at it again. I know I wanted to have this done last weekend, but my goal is this weekend is to get this side done maybe, and get a few parts painted, just so the little accomplishment of painting. I enjoy the painting part and making things look good, so that'll be my reward for all this sanding. And believe me, I've done a lot of sanding, and I think I'll skim coat it now, work on my line some more, skim coat it with the polyester, and I think I'm good. And then I can work on that piece of rocker there, which only has one little spot in it right there where I had welded a new piece in. Shouldn't take much because the rest is really good. And then I can move on to the other side on the line, which is somewhat there. It's very close actually, if I remember correctly. Yeah, it is. But I'll use that little sand block I made and do that one too. And as you can see, this rocker is straight already, so it's just a matter of sanding, skim coat it, clean her up, and it's good. So it is getting close. It's just I think I'm trying to do things that I probably shouldn't be doing, because I don't want big thick edges. I just don't want that, because I know they'll chip, crack, whatever, and look bad. So I'm just gonna go with, I think the factory was everything kind of dipped in where it's dipping in. So I'll be back here with a finishing result at the end of the day, of where I get anyways. Won't be finished, so, but I'll be back. Here's how I'm going to attempt to get my line straight. I just wiped it off with wax and grease remover so the tape would stick, and I just put that on there, just stuck it here, stretched it out. As you can see, I got some sanding to do there and along there, but I measured it out of curiosity, and see if I can hold this. Anyways, it's 3 3/4 from the tape to the rocker, wherever we are here, and here it's 3 3/4, so it's working out pretty good. And I got one spot here I didn't get filled up full of bondo. This is on the quarter where it's got to be seam sealed, and that is 3 3/4 there too. So I lucked out there, so looks pretty straight, I think. And I will sand up to that with my round block, see if I can get that valley all the same all the way along there, and then I'll put tape on the bottom and come down on the top edge and get it straight, so there's no whoops. So anyways, that's how I'm doing it. This was suggested to me a long time ago by several guys, James, Freddie, Milo, a few others on there, how to do this. So I just thought I'd throw this in here, and I really got some sanding to do down there. That's a 1/4 inch down, so throw that in there, working away. I'm still having trouble with this body line. I think I decided I'm gonna have to float the whole side of the door to get that line. It's good right to here. I can put the level on there, it's nice and flat, so I'm gonna have to float it. It's gonna bring it up in the middle and take it down with the airboard. Try that. It's like 2 o'clock. I worked till 11 on this, 11 or 12, went and had some dinner, went and knocked down the dandelions. Actually pretty nice out. It's not quite 70 outside, but got the grass mowed. Yard work's getting behind on me like crazy. Got to get the weed whacker out. But trees are blooming, sort of. They're not even full leaf yet, but they're coming. So, yeah, that red maple's not even in full leaf yet. That's how chilly it is here. Has been wet. So I just had to get away from it for a few minutes or a couple hours, and I'm gonna float that door and see what I can do with it there. It's almost there. It's close, but I just keep putting it on, taking it off, putting it on, taking it off. So I'm gonna try it one more time, see if I can get it. I got it pretty straight. I had to tweak that fender in right there a little. That was throwing me off. So when I looked down the side of the car, it was that was sticking out, but I got that corrected. Got this corrected right here. But when I look, I don't know if the camera picked this up or not. Just make your eyes crossed. I've had tape on it. So I am close. It's still in right there. Right there. No. I can't even see it in the camera. Right up there. Right up front. So I gotta put a little more there. I'll have to end up putting probably too much on and taking it down until I get it right. So that's where I'm at. Hopefully I can get this between today and tomorrow. This is maddening, but I'll keep at it until I get it. Like I said, I'm 3/4 of the way down the door. It's just this last part. If I can get that, this will come pretty easy along the bottom. I got to sand along the bottom edge because I got body fill hanging over the edge there, but we'll get that pretty easy. So I'll give you a shot once I get her floated and hopefully straightened out. Well, I'm really close now. I give it a wipe right to about here. I knocked it down a little bit with the longboard, or the air file, and then I guide coated it really heavy this time. I mean, I almost blackened it out so I could see what was going on, and instead of over sanding this time, I'm going to leave it right there and give it another swipe along the bottom, because it's almost there this time. Finally. I didn't get a real heavy thickness on the end here yet. I'll still be able to get down just a little bit more to take this out in this. So that's all I'm worried about. I don't want that too thick right there on the edge. This side here is getting a little thick right there, but I think I can sand that. To put the line back in, I can get a lot of that out, because this can go up here quite a bit. I'm going to have to knock that down because it's getting pretty shiny. So knock that down. I'm going to give it another wipe right across the bottom, or not the whole bottom, but right here, this line right here. So anyways, it's 10 to 3. I'm done for the day. I'll come back out tomorrow. I got tomorrow off and work on that some more, and hopefully I get it closer to again. Hopefully I get it. That's just giving me trouble. The other side wasn't that bad, and I got the outside of the other side done, like the top of the line. It's just the bottom left to do. This just, I got that new, or that sanding block made, so that should work there. So anyways guys, I just put the only chance I want to get to put a video up. So this boring stuff. It's time consuming but boring. Really boring. As you can see, I swept up the mess again and started making more. So it's just this garage needs a wicked cleaning. It's just dusty right from one end to the other. And someday next week, no, not next week, the week after, I got 3 more days of work this week and then I'm on vacation. But I'm gonna clean this garage out once I've done all this heavy duty sanding of the bondo. When I get down to just a skim coat that's with the polyester, I'm just gonna blow everything. Take the car out, blow everything out, get back to square one in here because this place is dirty. So anyways, won't bore you any longer. Hopefully got enough here to put a video together. Hope everybody has a good week, and we'll talk to you maybe next week if I get this stupid thing done. So anyways, we're I don't know, we're having some fun, I guess. So we're gonna try to keep it fun. It'll get more fun as I get into the primer, which should be not this week coming, but hopefully that first week I'm off. Hopefully I get my first priming done. So that's what I'm looking forward to. So anyways, take her easy. Thanks for watching, and take her easy. Take care.